Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another Tuesday Night Live. I'm joined, as always, by Mr. 4C himself, Ken Carson. How you doing, buddy?
Good, man. What's going on?
Nothing. I'm sorry we didn't have a show last week, guys, but Ken was driving. We had lots of stuff going on, and my schedule got all screwed up, so I had to work anyways. But maybe you all saw me. I ended up helping out on Comic Art Fans, and I was helping Anthony sell stuff on Wednesday night for his wheeling and dealing show, not to be confused with our Wheel of Deals. Somehow it sounds like copyright infringement to me, but we'll let it go. We like them.
Yeah, listen.
But I hope everybody's doing good out there. It's good to be back tonight. Roger's out there. Good evening, sir. We got Emilio out there. All right, guys.
Crowd's building slowly. We'll get there.
Yeah, it's been a while. Sometimes people find stuff to do, and that's why we don't like to be off for 2 weeks in a row, even when we don't have a whole lot of news. But tonight we got some news for you. We got some stuff. We got,
not to diminish Jeff's, talents, but I mean, what was he up against?
Listen, that guy sold $30,000 worth of stuff last week. When's the last time he sold that much without me? I mean, come on. It's all about
me.
No, I was the MVP last Wednesday. That's what
how much did what was the last time? Well, listen,
but Ken's always the MVP when he's driving to all these shows. And guess what? He's driving to another show, and he's leaving tomorrow, and he's going to Dallas to do a little thing called Fan Expo Dallas. So if you guys are around that area, please come by and see Ken. Ken, who are you working with at this lovely show in Dallas, Texas?
Carrie Gamble.
And I see you, Roger, and I know the next question, and the question is yes. That's all I'm going to tell you. That answers the question. So contact us next week, and we'll figure stuff out. But I already know what you're going to ask. I can feel it in my head, and the answer is yes. Along with a couple other people. But yes, we're gonna get with Carrie. He's gonna be doing some sketching and some autographing, and it's gonna be a really great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! See, Roger knew. He knew what he was gonna ask, and he knew what my answer meant. And for the rest of you guys who are like, well, what was he gonna ask? That's Nuno's. That's what it is. That's what that is.
Hey, Jeff.
Yeah. This just in, right here, right now, 4C Comics would like to welcome the newest artist in our roster. Somebody that we love to add to the team. Somebody who does incredible work, and somebody who's going to join us right now. Everybody, please, a warm welcome for Mr. Uko Smith.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
So yes, everybody, please welcome. He's joined the 4C family. He's going to be doing stuff with us. He's going to be doing sketches with us. He's going to be doing all kinds of stuff, bringing us some shows. So it's going to be a marriage made in heaven, and we can't tell you how happy we are to have you join us tonight and be part of the 4C family. It's great.
Thank you, man. I'm excited about it. The opportunities. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Nice. Oh, sorry, Becker's in the crowd. Becker's another one of our hosts. He is celebrating his 20th wedding anniversary with his wife, so he took off tonight, and he's going to a baseball game. So, I mean, he's got all that going. So good for you, buddy. Congratulations on 20 years. Ken, you just celebrated 30 years.
30 years last week.
Yeah, and I think I've been divorced for like 10 or so. So, I mean, we'll just throw it all together,
Yeah, my wife's been putting up with my dumbass for 30 years.
I'm the young one in the bunch.
Nice.
At 4 years.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, every year in marriage is is a tough one. So 4 years is nothing to sneeze at, buddy.
Right.
Waterfall begins with a single drop of water.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. So if for those of you out there who want to know, hey, is Uko does he have stuff? What does his stuff look like? I don't know if I've seen it. Maybe you guys don't know. Uko, tell us a little bit about your what you've been doing, how you started in comics a little bit, and what you're doing now, and just give us a little kind of overall view. You don't have to go into everything, but just to let the people know if maybe they're not familiar with you.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've my initial thing into getting into this field was just basically just going to shows, and just being in contact with editors and stuff like that at the time, and that just grew over time, from me just having just a sketchbook, and that's pretty much it in my portfolio, so now, I'm into doing art books and merchandise with shirts, things like that. I do covers for people, commissions. One of my first, going back, I did a graphic novel with through IDW. And it was
Nice.
called The Lost Land. It was called FX2, The Lost Land. That was a somewhat of a it was a sequel pretty much to what Burned, the Burn series during
Okay.
his run on
Yeah,
through
very cool.
IDW. So I came on and did like the second series. They're totally unrelated other than the characters. But yeah, I did that run.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have I know you have a couple of things with you that we were going to show off. These are a few of his pieces. That some of the stuff he brings to shows, guys. This is some of his watercolor work that he's got here, just to give you kind of show you a couple of things that he's got.
Couple of things. This one here is just the black and white one. I kind of like this one. Which is
Nice little spider ham with Gwen. I love it.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's that one.
Emilio, talking to you.
Yeah. And Jason. Yeah, Jason's got one of your Silver Surfer watercolors. Very cool.
Okay.
In a sketchbook, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. Little Psylocke and Gambit. That's cool.
Yeah. Is it hard to see? Can't really tell.
It's okay.
It's a little tiny bit blurry, but that's all right. They can get the gist of it.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
There.
Okay.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Is that one? Here's a part of I do a thing pretty much like 4 or 5 days out of the week, dailies, just like quick thought pieces that I do.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This is just the new one. This is my first time ever doing this particular version of Wonder Woman. So, absolute.
Yeah, absolute Wonder Woman. Wow.
Yeah. There's that one. Here's a watercolor piece of one of everyone's favorite.
Oh yeah, White Queen.
Right. Yeah, I don't know why, but lately I've been doing pieces with her with like a book of some sort. I don't know why.
Yeah, I guess she's studied in your mind.
Yeah. Is that one? And here's one. This is a fun one I did. Again, this is a part of like what I do on these dailies. Whatever thought comes to mind.
Yeah.
Well, you got everybody in there. They're all reading too.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's fundamental, I hear.
Yes, it is. I have that one. Oh, I forgot about this one. Hold on a second. This is one of my favorite ones. I haven't finished it yet. It's somewhat finished, but it will. I'm thinking about adding like a few more characters to it. I hate to be off screen here for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, you're good, buddy.
Okay.
Hold on, we got you. We got you. We know how to pass the time.
All right.
Da-da-da-da-da, hey! Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da, hey! Da-da.
All right. This one started out as being fun, just a few characters, and then just expanded.
Holy cow.
That.
You know.
Wow.
Oh, look at that Galactus.
Yeah.
That's
so,
amazing.
thanks. So I'm thinking about adding a few more characters to this one, like a Storm and probably like Scarlet Witch. Up here near Spidey. Up there near Spidey.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Insane.
But yeah, I've got that one. It was pretty much done, but I'm thinking about still adding a few more characters.
Oh yeah. No, listen. It cannot. No one's ever going to complain if you add more characters.
True.
And I will say this, guys, that if anybody, just to pass the time for a little bit, if one person out there wanted to get a black and white head sketch from Uko, he has got some 9x12 paper. We thought we might take one little claim in case somebody wants something. It's just $75, guys, and he'll do a nice little headshot for you. It's just gonna be black and white, not gonna be the full watercolor. But if anybody wanted something, they wanted to get something to start it off with, just type in claim in there and you can grab it. We're not pulling on teeth or anything to get it, but we wanted to show him what the 4C crowd can do, and he wanted to do a little drawing. If anybody wants it, we sort of sprung it on him, so don't feel bad if you want something bigger and you're going to wait. We understand, but we wanted to give someone the option if they wanted to be the first to get the first 4C sketch from Uko. We figured he agreed to do it, and we talked him into it. So if anybody out there wants a head sketch, he can do it live. He's got the stuff with him. He can make it happen. So just $75 to anybody if they want to type in claim. You guys can claim it, and he will do it live right now for you. So there it is.
It's actually it's an 8x10. I couldn't find my 9x10.
Oh, 8x10. Oh, well, 8x10. We lied. Oh, well, you change that real quick though.
Yeah. But 8x10.
Oh, Roger is the 8x10. Okay, sorry, we spoke too soon about the 9x12.
Okay.
I think the answer to that is
Yes.
Heroes?
yes. You're going to
Yes.
be at Heroes, aren't you?
Yes, I will be at Heroes.
Excellent.
It is always a fun show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Roger says, sure. All right, Roger, the claim is yours. You get to have the first ever Uko 4C comic sketch. What character would you like him to draw for you? Oh, let's do White Queen. Well, there you go. You showed one. You showed two. Now, the only question is, do you want the glasses? Because I'm sort of digging the school librarian White Queen myself. I don't know about the rest of you, but you make that call, Roger. It's your sketch, but I'm sure he's going to give you carte blanche. But we'll let him type that in.
Okay.
But yeah, so Uko's going to be joining us. So I don't know. He was already going to Heroes, so I don't know if he'll be in the 4C section if it's possible. If we can get him there, I'm sure we'd love to have him in our arena. So we'll figure that out. Well, for anybody who has those questions, he says, "Heck yeah, glasses are sexy." Nice. But yeah, but this weekend we got Dallas. Ken will be in Dallas with Kerry Gamble. I think Shane asked earlier if we're taking mail-ins. Shane, if you want to get, I already have quite an extensive wait list for Kerry, but if you want me to add your name to it, and if anybody else wants their name added to the wait list for Kerry, you're more than welcome to send us a message and we can put you on that list. It's pretty big, but we're going to be doing a couple shows with Kerry. We already did MegaCon. He's doing Dallas. He's going to be at Heroes, and he's going to be at Terrificon. So we can, even if you're not attending any of those shows, if you get on the pre-show list, there's a very good chance we can get to you sometime this year with those three shows. So, and like I said, if anybody else out there wants to get on that list, just let us know. You can message Ken on Facebook or me on Facebook, or you can message us right now in the chat and just let us know you want to be on that list, and we'll throw you on there. I think we were doing I want these prices. Once again, guys, we have to double check on these prices, but we were doing like $100 headshots, $200 torsos, and $300 full figures on 9x12. So I think those are the prices that we have, at least for this weekend. If they change by Heroes, I'll let you know. But if you get on the, if you get on the list, we're going to tell you before we make it. We're not going to spring it on you. We're not going to be like, oh, here's your full figure for $800. We're not going to do that to you. We're going to let you first. Well, say take it or leave it. We did it. Buy it or it's going to somebody else.
Exactly.
What else we got going on? So Becker will be back next week. He said this is the last show he's missing, which is completely fine. It's 20th anniversary.
Last words.
We're going to let him miss a show. Besides, I got to butter him up. I'm hoping he's listening out there somewhere, because apparently my Washington Commanders are coming out to Kansas City to play on Monday night, and I would love to go to that game. That not somebody I know in Kansas City there has got some tickets, so I think I might be able to twist his arm. Maybe I can make a trip.
What week is it?
I think it's in November, if I'm not mistaken.
See, by then the Chiefs will be 7-9.
You think this is the beginning of the end? That
Yes.
beating the Super Bowl is the beginning of the end?
So can you say you're a Washington fan?
I am diehard.
Yeah. I grew up in DC.
Nice.
Yeah. Grew up in DC, but loving the Cowboys.
Oh yeah, well, so, that's sometimes how it happens. Sometimes you get the Cowboys fans in DC and you get the DC fans in Dallas. It's like sometimes you just got to go the other way.
Right? Yeah.
You're like, my whole family loves this. Oh yeah, who do you guys hate? That's who I'm gonna root for.
Yeah, pretty much. That was it, man. Everybody in the family was a Washington fan.
Well, it goes to show, but both teams have been pretty bad for the last 20 years or so. So hopefully hopefully Washington's beginning to turn it around, and then if Dallas gets better, that'd be all the better, man. I love a good rivalry.
Yeah, same.
All right, so let's see. First game's at the Giants.
Oh, for who? Washington?
Yeah.
Week 2 is in Lambeau.
Week 2's in Lambeau.
Why, you want to go to a game this year, Ken?
Yeah.
If I do, I'm not going to see the freaking Commanders.
Oh, yeah, you are. Come on. You don't hate the Commanders. You hate the Redskins. You don't hate the Commanders.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. But if I'm going to go to a game, where do I want to go? Green Bay?
That's what I said. People were trying to talk me into going to Spain to see Washington play the Dolphins. I'm like, I don't know if I'd go to Miami to watch them play the Dolphins, let alone Spain.
Wow. Is that where the international game is?
That's one of the international games this year. It's a home game for the Dolphins, and the Commanders are playing them in Spain.
Wow.
Did we ever talk about that with Pepper? The international games?
No, I don't think we ever got around to it. Hugo East, a really good friend of Ken's and now mine because of Ken is Pepper Johnson, former linebacker for the Giants, former coach for the Patriots, 5-time Super Bowl winner. And we used to do a little sports show with him, and then we both all got a little busy, so we put it on hold for now. But yeah, we used to talk about all things sports, and Pepper he was as honest as anybody in the world, man. He would tell you his opinions on stuff, not sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
And
he said that the international travel games were the worst. The worst. When he saw the schedules came out, and every year when he was with the Patriots, they were going over to London. He was just like, oh God.
Yeah.
He said it's just, forget about the time change, just the logistics of bringing a whole team over there. They have to go over a week before to get acclimated to the time zones.
Right.
Yada, and coming back, they usually have a week off. It was horrible. He hated it so much. So to hear they're going to Spain is like.
Well, Washington has avoided a lot of this, like overseas travel stuff. They haven't had to go to Mexico.
Suck.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to see them, and they didn't want to do it. But we didn't suck too bad because we were never on Hard Knocks, which is good.
Yeah, that's
true. I don't even think Dallas hasn't been either. I don't think
they were on Hard Knocks about. It was a long time ago.
That was Romo days, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Because I used to represent DeMarcus Ware, and he was on Hard Knocks the one season when I was working with him.
Yeah, Roger's right. Lambeau is a great place to see a game. And I said, and Ken, I said September would be when I'd want to go to a game in Lambeau. And Ken's like, no, the other way. You want to go there when there's.
Oh yeah, if I'm going to a game in Lambeau, I want it to be in November. I want my top lip to freeze to my teeth. I mean, that's the way you go to Lambeau.
Oh,
what's up, Jason?
Hey, Vignola's out there. What's going on, buddy? Oh yeah, no. So I'm definitely going to see at least a game this year. I just don't know where yet. I haven't figured it out. Maybe I'll just see a home game, but God knows my stadium is that piece of crap in DC is the worst stadium in the NFL.
See, Marcus
was brand new like 20 years ago.
90. Bill built in 97.
97.
I think, and they're listen. We might be going back to RFK site, which I'm very happy with if they get that deal done. It's almost a done deal. So. I look forward to that. Rebuilding a great stadium there in DC, being able to take the metro right into the stadium. Oh, it'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
Bring me back to when I used to go to games when I was a kid. When they used to hand you cool things like this. You get a nice seat warmer. Look at that. My seat warmer from 1986. I still have it.
Wow.
Still got my.
Did you have to reupholster it over time?
No, I guess I just never brought it out. It's definitely split in areas, but it's it's one of those giveaways they gave you at the show. But it's nice, man. I actually brought one. I went to a playoff game in 2000 and I want to say 2006. I went down to see him with the last time before this year. They won a playoff game in Tampa, and I brought one with me, and they would not let you in the stadium with a seat cushion.
Oh wow.
And I ended up just throwing it away because I couldn't. I didn't have any way to get it back to where I'm like, I'm not taking this thing all the way back to the car. I just walked like 4 miles to get to the damn stadium, so I just threw it away. So I got one left.
Becker. Has the Kansas City Chiefs retired the number 12 for the fans because they're so loud? No, they haven't. Seattle has. Come in here with that nonsense.
Becker, I want to go to the Kansas City Chiefs Washington game. We're going to talk. Monday night football, November. Let's lock it down.
Emilio, the only reason the Bill Stadium is loud is because all the crying. it's the wails of the desperate. Oh, again.
Oh man!
But I had a game in Buffalo. I have seen Washington play there, so I got you. Cool. All right, Becker and I are going to talk. What else we got going on, guys? We have a huge lineup of artists that are going to be at Heroes Con, and Heroes Con is very close. It is less than a month away. It's going to be spectacular. 4C is going to have a very large showing. We are going to have, obviously, Uko's going to be there. I don't know if he's sitting with us or not. Hopefully he is, but he's going to be there, and we're going to help him even if he's not, because he's part of the family now. That's how it works.
Oh, awesome.
We've got Bill Morrison will be there. Carrie Gamble will be there. I believe Ryan Benjamin is joining us with the Japanese contingent that Yoshi was nice enough to bring, with a couple of the Japanese artists. Ken, do you know the other two names off the top of your head of which other artists are coming?
I don't off the top of my head.
I
think it's
sorry to put you on the spot.
I can't think. Yeah, you call me.
Becker, I want to go with you. Why would I want to go with somebody else?
I'm coming. I want to come now.
Well, if Ken wants to come, hell yeah. That's the somebody else. I thought you meant like bring a date or something. It's about football, baby.
Wait. Listen, I'm not done with this football stuff. Listen, hold on, Emilio. 7 years of greatness. 7 years. No, the Bills have been great for the last. I mean, the Chiefs have been great for the last 7 years with 3 Super Bowl wins or 4 Super Bowl wins, right? Is it 4?
I don't know. 3, I think. 3 of 3. I think it's been the championship games all 6 years.
4 times? I think it's 4.
Right. But 4, it's 3. No, they didn't get the 3-peat. The 3-peat was this year. They got 3.
Okay. They got 1 in 4 years, which is
they got 1. They missed 1, and then they won the next 2, and then they got their butts kicked this past year. So 3 of the last 5 years.
3 of 4 has been done by Dallas. Did it first.
New England.
New England did it twice, I think.
Did you see Becker?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, sure. You can wear full Cowboys gear. That way you can just hate on the Commanders. That's how you do it, Ken.
No, I'm wearing. If I'm gonna wear anything, I'm gonna wear. What's his name? Jersey.
Oh yeah, my boy
from LSU.
That's right.
Jayden
Daniels, baby.
Although one of my favorite players of all time was
what's up, Eric?
Was I'm drawing a blank on everybody. Who's the linebacker for the Chiefs? You know what I'm talking about? 56,
late 90s,
58 or whatever it was. Yeah, 90s. You know what I'm talking about.
Coming up all tight ends.
Derek Thomas.
That guy was amazing.
Yeah,
amazing. He was a phenomenal player. When he died, that was probably one of the first times that somebody who I admired as a sports person died suddenly like that. That really, really shook me.
Yeah.
Because it was very.
He was really good too. He was really good.
Yeah. The answer to that is 1 less than the Jets.
Yeah. Isn't that Derek
Vignola? You have a Super Bowl. Your Jets got 1, but if
it doesn't matter that it was in 1969. I mean, it's fine.
if you want to hear Ken and I rail about how awful Joe Namath is and how he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, that's a whole other show.
Raise your hand if you were alive the last time the Jets won a Super Bowl.
That's funny.
Oh my God. What? All right. So else? Who else? Aranga, Devis Surrender will be sitting with the 4C guys. He'll be there.
Will be with us.
Scott
Shaw.
Scott Shaw will be with us. That's right. I think Ron's going. Ron Wilson.
Ron Wilson. DiCarlo.
Mike DiCarlo will be there. That's right.
Harry. Yeah, pretty much.
Jeff. And we might have a little retail section with some really cool art in it for you guys. Some very cool stuff that has not seen the light of day. You guys could be the first people. Let's just say it's Morrison adjacent, and you guys might really want to come by our table to check this stuff out. It's going to be pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, it's from a kind of popular TV show with yellow characters in it.
Yes.
Is that Heroes?
Yeah. There's a guy I know who's got a bunch of art from a television show.
Yeah, and from the actual show itself.
And
we're going to be debuting that hopefully at with a whole table's worth of stuff for you guys to go through. So if you ever wanted to own a piece of history, what does it say?
If any place is Sexy Rexy. Yeah. Rex Ryan is a jerk. I have personal issues with him. And the Bills were great for a bit. Then the horror of Scott. Listen, you cannot grade if you don't win Super Bowls.
Listen, I'll tell you guys this, and I'll say it only once. One play does not lose a football game, but one play can win a football game. I know that's getting a little Yoda on you, but it should never have been that close. If it came down to one guy doing one thing, then no. Sorry.
Yep.
It's like when what was it? Cowboys against the Steelers when the dude dropped the ball in the end zone.
Des Bryant?
No.
That's a green
Roger Staubach days. Staubach days. Yeah.
Look at this. Beatty's got to chime in here.
Beatty.
Nobody cares about your tuna.
Beatty.
What's
Beatty doing here?
Beatty. Listen, another team that hasn't won a Super Bowl in a lot. Listen, but here's something interesting. I'm going to drop a little football history knowledge on you real quick. If you watch Super Bowl 12, it was the Cowboys and the Steelers, right? Mm-hmm. Cowboys they had that game kind of in hand a bit.
Right.
And then the kicker for the Steelers missed a field goal. And I think it was Charlie Waters from the Cowboys went over and patted the kicker on the helmet for missing the field goal.
I remember that, yeah.
Jack Lambert grabbed him by the back of his collar and threw him 10 yards across the field.
Yeah. And
the dynamic of the game changed, and the Steelers whooped their candy asses after that. Cowboy, he reached it. Jack Lambert reached into the chest of the Cowboys, ripped out their heart, and showed it to them beating as they won the Super Bowl. That's how you win Super Bowl. That's how you win a game in one play.
True.
By taking their heart right out of them. Just like if anybody remembers the year that the Ravens went to the Super Bowl and beat the Giants. In a playoff game that year, they played I think it was the Houston Oilers. I don't know if they were the Texans yet. It might have been. No, I guess they were the Texans or Tennessee Titans. But Eddie George, he got hit by Ray Lewis. Literally, Ray Lewis you saw his soul leave his body.
Yeah. And
that was the end of it. It was over. The game was over. Eddie George's career was over. He never played well after that again. He literally sucked the life out of him. He hit him so hard. Anyway.
Ken, you say you don't love football. You still love it.
I don't love the current state of football. 17 games is nonsense. These guys shouldn't even been playing 16 games, let alone 17 games. And then they take away the preseason games so the coaches can't evaluate players. They put a fucking stadium in Las Vegas. Who played in Las Vegas? That's where players go to get in trouble, not play football.
Hey, they're getting ready to have that. Listen, the baseball team's going to move to Vegas in the next 2 years too.
I know. I heard that. Well, they
Yeah.
need it. It's horrible. But yeah. No, the current state of football has me scratching my head.
But you love it, and that's all right. It gives us something to talk about, even though everybody here is in the chats going, I don't want to talk about football. I want to talk about art. I want to see what Uko's drawing.
There's not a single person asking to talk about art, Jeffrey.
Actually, it's perfect timing because I just did my signature.
Let's take a look, Ken. Blow him up.
Let's see it.
All right.
Roger Ash.
The frosty one.
Oh,
Whoa.
I like the glasses. I do like the glasses.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
Nice.
So who's this going to again?
That's
Roger Ash.
Roger
Roger Ash. Very nice.
You know, they don't make teams anymore like they used to. I mean, forget about Lambert. I mean, you could pick the kicker on the Raider. The kicker on the Steelers is tougher than any player in the NFL today.
No. And listen, Roger Ash says cool and thank you. So there you go.
Awesome. Thank you, Roger. You know, I'm being a little bit biased here when it comes to like building teams. You know, just the Jimmy Johnson days of the Cowboys and how we built that team. You know what I mean? After going the horrible first season, to me that's building a champion.
He wrote a book called "Turning the Thing Around." Did you ever read it?
No, I have not.
Fantastic book. He literally breaks down how they rebuilt the team all the way to the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I have to find that one.
I was a coach. I was coaching at the time, and it made me change the way I did a lot of things. Like, they refused to. He wouldn't say to a player, don't fumble. It was protect the football.
Yeah.
It was be smart with your passes. There was always a positive thing that had to go with what he was saying. And he just did a lot of psychological stuff with the players. Like one time he put like a 2x4 on the ground and had the whole team walk across it.
All right.
And he put the 2x4 on like 2 4-foot blocks and said, all right, everybody walk across it. Nobody would. And he goes, why? What's the difference? It's the same board.
Yeah.
He says it hasn't changed. Why are you so afraid to walk across it?
Yeah.
He was trying to prove a point that, no matter what the stakes are, you have to keep the playing field level for yourself. No matter where you are, you got to do it the same way every time.
Yeah.
It's a great book. If you ever get a chance, you Turning the Thing Around. It's called.
I don't know. My favorite Jimmy Johnson story of all time is the one where a rookie fell asleep in a team meeting, and and the coach went over and he went over and he started and he went into him and was railing into him, and he said, "This isn't fair. What would you do if Emmitt Smith fell asleep in a meeting?" And he went up to the kid and he goes, "I'd give him a pillow." You're not Emmitt Smith.
That's right.
And that's it's so great. It just made
Oh man.
Yep.
That's good. That's Jimmy for you.
Yeah.
One heck of a motivator.
Yeah.
Well,
and then, Jerry Jones. I'll preface this. I grew up a Cowboy fan. I grew up in New Jersey.
Yeah.
The Giants were terrible. The Jets were terrible. Everyone liked the Steelers or the Cowboys. So half of the people I know are Cowboy fans. The other half are Steelers fans. It was the 70s. I remember that big run that the Dallas had there. But I will say this: I am not a Cowboy fan because Cowboy fans have blinders on. They don't see anything but Dallas. And that's the wrong way to look at things. I will be the first one, and I've talked to Jeff about this. The worst GM in the history of sports is Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
The reason why is because name a general manager that could be in place as long as he has without winning a Super Bowl.
Sure.
He should have been fired 20 years ago, but of course he owns the team. He can't fire himself.
Right.
So it's one of those things where he's in his own way. He needs to hire a real general manager. He needs to let them run the team and do that. And then the Cowboys could possibly get back to greatness. But as long as Jerry Jones has his fingers on the pulse of the Cowboys, you're looking at what we call the paper champions. They always look good every year. You're always excited. You go, right? It's like opening day, baby. And then
every year.
it's the same story.
I will say, though, Parcells, I think he was on his way with them.
When Parcells went to Dallas, Pepper Johnson, friend of mine, I called Pepper up to bust his chops about it. And Pepper said, Ken, Parcells is only going there for the paycheck. I said, yeah, but Pep, he's going to go there and players are going to go there because of him and coaches are going to go there for him. So when he walks out in the middle of the night like he always does, there's going to be a coach in place that's going to take over. And that guy's Sean Payton.
Yeah, right.
He won a Super Bowl, of course, with the New Orleans Saints because Dallas can't get out of their own way.
Right.
They let him go. And then, of course, as soon as they let him go to New Orleans, what does Parcells do? Like a thief in the night. Packs his bags. And I remember DeMarcus Ware texted me. He goes, Bill quit. I was like, what?
Wow.
Bill quit. I called up DeMarcus. He said he was at the facility. He said they walked in. The place his office was empty.
Yeah.
There was no goodbyes. There was no. He just walked in and like, Bill's gone.
That's crazy. Oh wow. Okay. Did not know that part.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So that's the part. But he brought an attitude to the Cowboys. I mean, he did the whole thing where the players, if you remember his first year, the rookies came in. Nobody had stars in their helmet. He said you had to earn it.
Right.
And that's kind of a lot of teams are doing that, have done that since then. But he was like, he did that. To do that to professionals, that's a tough spot.
Yeah,
it really is. Yeah.
You can do that to college guys and high school guys, but professionals, that's a tough spot.
Yeah. Put everybody on notice.
What is going on? What are we?
Listen, you know me, I could talk about football all night, but I want to make sure we remember that this is an art show and these people love art, but half of them love football too. There are people who love art and football. It is possible to love comics and football. In fact, Ken has artwork from a book based on an NFL comic book, so you definitely know that it's possible. It's over there somewhere. He has NFL Super Pro by Mike DiCarlo. He's got a
and Mike hates it.
I remember that.
Mike hates it.
Oh, it's awesome. But guys, so we're not going to keep you guys too late tonight. We wanted to make sure we introduced Uko. We wanted to do a little sketch. Roger got the first ever 4C sketch by Uko. This is awesome. Thank you so much, Roger. And thanks everybody who came out to hang out with us. And like I said, Ken's going to be in Dallas this weekend. He's going to be there with Kerry Gamble. And then we're a couple weeks away from Heroes, which is going to be a blast. It's like a little more than 3 weeks, I think, somewhere right in there. And then, I can't wait. It's one of my favorite shows every single year. I'm going to watch my kid graduate from high school this weekend.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Yeah. And then, then they'll, after the summer, they're going to move on to go to DePaul University. So that's going to be another big thing. So we got good stuff ahead. I know Ken was hoping to go by and see his kid on the way to Dallas, but other things went in the way. So it's not
but I'll see her in a couple weeks anyway.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, thanks, Jason. Guys, but thank you guys so much for joining us. Thank you, Uko, for being here tonight and seeing what we're like and joining all you guys in the chat. Thank you guys for talking some football because God, we love it. Even it's 365. We love it. Any chance to get a
not even June, we're talking football.
Yeah. Right. Listen, Joe, and I said this earlier, if you would like to get something from Kerry, I do have a pre-show, not a pre-show list. I have a wait list for him. If you would like something, just let me know. I can put you on that list. And if for some reason Kerry has some openings this weekend, we're definitely going to knock out some of that wait list. So I know that Shane had asked earlier if he's still on here. Whatever. If you guys just go ahead and message us on Facebook, you can message Ken Carson or Jeff Dunn. And we will add you to the list. And if you do come up, we're going to message you, and you're going to have to tell us then what you want, and then we can go from there. If you want to tell us what you want in advance, that it makes it a little bit easier. But he's not starting on sketches until we confirm. So we don't want you guys to tell us you want something, especially sometimes some of you guys like some pretty obscure stuff that we have a trouble moving once we've bought it. from the artist. So you may have to pay for it right away. But some of you guys are good. Most of you guys are good for it. I understand. We've gotten lots of stuff from you guys, but Ken has his share of sketches that he has no idea.
Larry Stroman, Hagar the Horrible.
Yeah, listen, if you're gonna get a Hagar the Horrible, yeah,
why wouldn't you get it by Larry?
Yeah, I know. But yes, definitely. So just contact us, let us know, and we can add you to that list. I just gave Ken the updated list today, and I can always add more names to it. But thank you guys so much, and we will be back here again next Tuesday. I don't know if we have an artist or not. I think we do. Just in case you guys are worried about Mr. Joe Phillips, who missed his show a couple weeks ago, he is doing okay. It just had some issues, but he's doing all right. And
we're gonna do another show with Joe. We're gonna do it on a Monday. So.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do it on Monday. He has stuff that he does on Tuesdays, so it sort of interferes. So we're definitely gonna do a show with Joe Phillips, and we'll do that on Monday coming up soon. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and we will see you next week. And if you're in Dallas,
family, buddy.
Yeah,
thank you guys. Thank you all.
Absolutely. You can come visit. There it is. One last look.